guys, what's going on? So awesome to see you. So I'm making this little preface here video because it's something a little bit different, but considering I have lived a whole summer through someone who burns 10 feet or so from my cabin once it was built. Massive, we're talking industrial fires day and night. I mean massive, so much that it heats this place up. So it's a horrible situation. So I had to get an air purifier, and it's still, this is probably keeping me alive. So I decided to make a video about how well this thing works, and also something that I found out later when I found out there was another model that looked like mine but used what they call a honeycomb pellets, carbon pellets, which is supposed to be, from what I read, a bit superior to the sprayed felt or carbon foam that comes with many other ones. And there's a test from House Fresh, which is a YouTube channel. The guy, he does deep dives of these things, and pretty much what I get was the unit called the Winix 5500-2 was like a benchmark for, like, if you're looking for a solid air purifier, like from pound for buck, it's the one to get. And the reason it was better than the model I have was for one reason, and I believe it was because it was a honeycomb filter. So I stumbled over a comment on Amazon one day that someone else was in my shoes saying, by the way, if you want to turn your C535 into a 5500-2, all you need is the pre-filter for the 5500-2. So I ordered the pre-filter and filter pack for just one filter each for the 5500-2, and just crossed my fingers that this guy was legit. And I'll be damned, it worked. So anyway, I'll show you that it has it in my filter in this video, and this is for anyone that's looking for an air purifier. If anyone has ever had to test one out in real world, like we're talking like volatile amounts of smoke because of an AC system I have as a window unit, and even though they're not designed to pull outside air in, minuscule amounts do. And because my place is open cell sprayed with only minimal little cracks, but just enough to seep some in from the hot outside, cold inside, it just sucks the heat in. Well, it actually sucks in from this little air conditioner as well, and it's well sealed. So it's actually the unit itself finds its way in somehow, and it just builds up in here. So this thing saved my life. So anyway, the video is going to roll right after this. Thanks for watching. If you found it informative, give me a like, subscribe if you want. Mainly a music channel here, but I'm expanding a little bit with just my cabin life here as well. So hope you enjoy this. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Okay, here we are. This is the Winix C535. This thing has saved my life. It's on auto mode right now, where it'll, if the sensing is right here, this little tiny gap, which I need to find a way to take this apart to clean that, unless there's something microscopic I can put in there and clean it. But so far, it's fine because it's still, under a year old. But I am going to want to clean that eventually. You have a reset button. This is the little light sensor. And this is like a check filter light, like at so many hours it's probably going to come on to tell you, or if it has slowed down, it'll come on, tell you to change your filter. You can set it between 1, 4, and 8 hours. And this is what I use every night. I turn this thing on to turbo, which I'll go ahead and do now, and you can hear the different volumes of the different speeds of the unit. So that's 1, quiet and auto mode. And that's 2. That'll come on whenever it's like amber colored. I don't know if you can hear that. 3. And this is what I put on at night when I go to sleep, in case the smoke pours in. That's the actual unit working there. And 9 times out of 10, when I put it on this, it'll automatically start sensing, because it's more air is drawn to it faster, and it'll usually pop on, show an amber color, right? Most nights it'll sit there, and as long as I see that light's on that neon blue, I'm okay. You know what I mean? But if it ever goes red, I need to leave this place. So this is what tells me, if it ever gets red, I need to get out. amber means it's not very good, like it's not very good air quality. And that I can live with, I guess, but it's never gone red here, so I think I'm going to be all right. I don't know, but so far this has kept me alive. So I'll put this back on auto mode. Just hit this here, and when you have it on auto mode, if you turn the lights out, this will dim all the way out, so it doesn't keep you up, and it goes in this low speed mode at night, which I don't like that. I need it to be working for me at night. So there's that, and then you have just your, of course, your on off, and then there's a reset there where you take a little paper clip and hold it down for like 15 seconds or something. It'll reset the cycle for the air filter warning. All right, and then this is the little plasma wave, which uses some kind of, they say it's ionization that's safe. So whatever it is, what it is, you can debate that, whether that's creating ozone or not. That's a big rabbit hole there too. I think it's okay. The only reason I don't do it is because it does leave like dust settles on everything, but it does kill odors and stuff. And then what I did, which is a bonus, is if you have one of these units and you want to use the filters that use the honeycomb pellets, which is superior to the felt, which these come with the felt, and they don't come with the honeycomb filter. And then they come with the same HEPA filter, that the 5500, which this is basically a 5500-2 that they just took off the market, but with a different front on it, and they use felt filters. So I did some risks and went around and looked to see what is the difference of the filter size. Can I put one of those honeycomb filters in there? And what I found out was if you bought the 5500-2 pre-filter, which is this, it will fit the honeycomb filters. Now, I'm not going to take this apart to show you, but behind this filter, you'll see a little debris there. It's caught from roo's hair, usually is what gets in there that I see, and dust bunnies. You see mine has the honeycomb filter. Screw it, I'll take it out a little bit. Right there. So that, my friends, is actual carbon pellets, and it is full from this generic brand that I bought. It is full, more than what the Winix come with. Looks like there's something on there too down there, a little piece of lint. That's crazy. So yeah, this thing works, and behind that is that white HEPA filter. Now I have to be easy on this right here because this pre-filter is generic. It came with this pack of filters to get it to be able to take this, so it's a little bit more wobbly. The screen, you see what I'm saying? It's you can kind of push it in, but I don't care. It works. So you can take that carbon filter out and actually wash it off. The felt filters, not so much. So now that's just my personal thing. The felt filters, I'm sure, work great. That's what I use most of the time, but I wanted the carbon pellets just for my own satisfaction to know that I've got the one that actually is a little bit better for my situation with the smoke. Not everybody's going to have smoke and stuff like that. As you can see, there's a little bit of roo's hair stuck on the outside of it there. What I do is I take my vacuum, which there'll be another video about vacuums. I got ripped off with that Hoover vac over there. It was a brand new refurb, I guess, and every little piece that you can think of started falling apart. I traded a portable air conditioner for it, but I wasn't out any money because it was given to me. The portable was. This one was leaking. You know how vacuums, dust comes out of them. Well, so I bought this one because it had a HEPA filter. Ultimately, you'll see I picked that Shark up from Walmart real cheap, which so far that's a pretty good machine right there, guys. All right, anyway, so back to this thing here. I take it and I just vacuum it. I'll take the hose of the vacuum. Now I'm using the Shark. I was using this guy over here, the Hoover. And I just pull it over here, put that little thing on, extension on it, and I vacuum it out. And every time I do that, I do my air conditioner over there as well. And then here is the cheaper. This place is kind of a mess right now. This is the cheaper one. Now this one reads the actual PM 2.5. Now, when I first got it, it was reading between 2, 4, and 5. So I think it's the I don't know what it is. I don't know, honestly. I don't know why it's reading 12 now. But it just could be the air quality in general. You know, people are starting to burn. You know what I mean? And their fireplaces it's starting to hit the 40s. It could be from. There's just no telling. Just dust that's accumulated from me buying rugs for the place. I have rugs now, so that may send a little dander, you know, whatnot into the air. Could be from me vaping a little bit inside. I try not to, but I do, and I'll blow it into this thing. As a matter of fact, I can show you how this thing works. Uh, Now that's just vape, and what that does is it's going to cloud up that little sensor in there just from that one little blow, and there it goes. The highest I've seen this thing go is 986, and that's from vape. Now you see how it's cranking up? It's going to probably hit 986. Yep. Just from one little drag. And what it is, there's a little laser in there, and it's some kind of a little microchip that reads the density of what that razor and the little piece of glass, I guess, is. Counts the little tiny little pieces of particle matter, and that's what this is, an actual reading. Whereas the Winix over here is massive, and it just shows the light, for that matter. Now, this one mainly detects VOCs, which is mainly what I need, which is smoke and fumes, cooking, you know, smells. If you farted, no joke, I'm not even being funny. If you farted, this thing would definitely turn red and start and ramp up. So gases and stuff like that, if you have, like if your house, if you worry about gas leaks, you know, anything like that, this one right here detects that stuff. It's insane. I kept wondering, I don't smell anything. What is it? It turned out Rue was sick. He'd been having gas. Every once in a while, I'd smell it, and I would think, "Damn, Rue, you know?" It's this thing. Now, with this one, if I had a piece of alcohol wipe or anything like that, or even my little wall scents that I have plugged in over there, I don't know if you can see it right here. Those little guys right there. If I crank those up, sometimes when I turn it on high, it'll sense it and it'll turn red or whatever. So yeah, I think the next thing what I'll do is I'm going to buy a carbon monoxide detector you plug in the wall, and then also a carbon dioxide detector as well, because I need to make sure this place is sealed so good. Once I get around that door, it's going to be even better. That I'm going to need something for the carbon dioxide to know, and then put some plants in here. But anyway, guys, if you're in the market, what I'm saying is this has been tried by me, somebody in a situation that is like life or death. This thing needs to work, and it has worked. This is a Winix C535 Winix. I totally stand by this product. So if you're in a market for an air purifier, whether you've got smoke coming in, or you know, or you just want your house to smell fresh, this is the thing you want right here. If you got pets, whatever, this is what you want. Allergies, you want this. And if you're really a stickler about it, and you're not bothered too much by noise, you could set this thing like one part of your house that's not, you know, where you're sitting right next to it, and and put it on high. This thing will clean it up. You'll notice a difference. And the filters you can get secondhand for like a 2-pack of them, like to last you like another year, for like 20-40 bucks, something like that. So they average between the third party makers. Winix sells them for like 80 bucks. So you'll have to, you know, you get what you pay for, kind of a thing. But there are some, you read the reviews, there's so many third party that's much cheaper, between 20 and 30 bucks. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope it was somewhat helpful to anyone in the market, especially also for one of these, since my studio and my house and my little music place and Rue's house, that's what this little cabin is now, is serviced by this now. I depend on this, so I'll be getting another one, because I'm like, the more the merrier, because if the smoke gets that bad. All right, guys, I hope you'll check out other videos when they come, and as I get more up on my feet, I'll be making more videos. Next, I might do something with the shark, you know, things that I've purchased, maybe even about this cool rug, because this mainly was needed for Rue getting on the bed. He's getting older, and he can't get grip on that hardwood floor, and he kept falling and busting his butt. All right, guys. I hope you take care of each other and yourselves. And until next time, guys, Ruth says hi and bye. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.